We talked to the owner of a visionary business in Europe that is sure to be of interest to holders of Cardano. He's a stake pool operator for Cash Stake Pool, ticker CASH, and also runs Hotel Ginebra in Barcelona, Spain. He was the first business on the planet to accept ADA as a payment method, and he joins us now in the studio. Alfred, thank you so much for calling in.
Hello, James. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you for inviting me on your great show.
It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you. Now, first, can you start by telling us your story? How did you first discover Cardano?
Well, like many other people, basically the first thing I discovered was Bitcoin back in 2017. I was told about a friend about Bitcoin, and we made a small investment, and then also wanted to know what the story was, behind Bitcoin, what it worked and what it's all about. Then from then, as we spoke to him more, he explained that it's not only Bitcoin, there's like a whole universe of other coins which are called altcoins. So, well, more things to learn. So we dove into the altcoins. And then one day, this was the time of the ICOs, in 2017. And then one day I discovered this obscure little one-page article on a website. I can't even remember the name. And it was about Cardano. It was like these two guys, and they seemed very serious and very involved. And all they said is like, we want to solve the following problems. And it was really, really interesting and attractive. So I kept digging. Then I also found the whiteboard video, the famous whiteboard video from Charles, the first one. And after we'd seen that, we got so enthusiastic. We said, well, let's do something that hasn't been done before. So let's accept ADA for payment. So we did. And then we tweeted to IOHK. We said, we're accepting ADA. Then by chance, they had somebody in Barcelona, like a relative or somebody they knew, close acquaintance. And this person came and interviewed me and Yvonne at the hotel. So we explained why we wanted to accept ADA, what it was all about. They turned the interview into a blog article, which was well received. And on the basis of the article, then just by chance again, life is full of chance encounters apparently. It so happened that there was an IOHK workshop in Lisbon in January of 2018. So Charles had heard about us accepting ADA, was also very enthusiastic. And he invited us to jump on a plane and to go to Lisbon. So we did. And we were there for 3 days, and we were introduced to a lot of people of the project. It was super interesting, like a whole new world. And that night we had dinner with Charles. Sitting side by side, elbow to elbow, and he gave me like a private lesson on blockchain, and lots of wine drinking as well. So it was a really fun evening. So.
Wow, it sounds fun, man. Well, tell us about your hotel. It's in Barcelona, right?
Correct. I mean, it's like a little tourist hotel. It only has 20 rooms. The hotel in itself is not so special, except of course that we try to make it special, in how we treat people, sort of very cozy and personal. But the amazing thing about, if you haven't been here, maybe you don't know, is that Barcelona is quite unique in the sense that the most important landmark is at the same time also the most central point of the city. So that's never the case, but in this case, yes, which means that our hotel is positioned on the central square of the city, and everything is here. So maybe 90% of all the tourist sites are within a 20-minute walking radius from the hotel. So you can go to the Ramblas, you can go to the beach, to the old city, to the Gaudi houses, the airport bus, public transport, it's all here.
Wow, now I'm definitely going to put that link to the IOHK blog post, a link to your hotel, and a link to your stake pool website in the description of this video. Kind of off topic, and I'm just curious, how has COVID and the lockdown impacted the hotel business, your hotel business?
Yeah, sure. Well, just consider that we've been on an extended holiday since March of this year. So the hotel has been closed for about 8 months. Without going into too much detail, it's already dramatic enough for everybody. But we're hoping to reopen in February, and if everything works out, and then even change the name of the hotel possibly in Hotel Cardano. So
yeah, we were going to talk about that in a second. But first, I have been paying attention to you on Twitter. And folks, highly suggest following Alfred. His Twitter handle is right there on the graphic. You are talking about changing the name of your hotel if the community steps up and does what?
exactly, because I mean, we've, as you can tell from our story, we've always been quite involved in Cardano. I was also asked in 2017 in July to do a quick presentation at the Shelley Summit. So some people may have seen it on YouTube. And anyway, so now we also have a stake pool, and it occurred to me that it might be a nice idea to use the stake pool as a marketing tool for both the hotel and also for Cardano. So basically, we are challenging all the ADA holders, the Cardano community, to delegate up to 64 million to our stake pool. And if they do, if we reach the magic number, then I'm committed to go to the City Council of Barcelona and apply for a name change and turn it into Hotel Cardano.
Awesome. That is so awesome. It doesn't end there, though. You've got a special for stake pool operators considering staying at your hotel. Tell us about that and how that all came about.
Well, I mean, it's kind of obvious, because if you're so involved in Cardano as we are, and already all these things going on, I mean, one of the first things that you would think of is if somebody comes and pays with ADA holders, to actually also give them a discount. And so hereby, I'm telling the whole world that if you come to the hotel and you want to pay with ADA, then we give you a 10% discount. But then there's also the stake pool holders. Actually, it wasn't my idea because, as you said, I'm a lot on Twitter, and there's one of the stake pool operators called Natasha from Stake Pool Dubai. We see eye to eye on quite a few subjects. And she made this comment, and straight away I clicked into it, and I thought, yeah, of course. I mean, if I'm going to give a discount to ADA holders, then the stake pool operators, which are really the backbone of the Cardano, of the whole network, basically. I mean, there wouldn't be a network without them. If anybody deserves to get special red carpet treatment, then it's the stake pool operators. So hereby, I would like to anybody who's watching, and also you'll read about it on Twitter, to offer all the stake pool operators a 20% discount for any future stay, anytime in the future at Hotel Cardano, and hope to see you here in good health and pay with ADA.
Alfred, that's amazing. Just as soon as the world opens back up, I'd love to check out your hotel myself. In fact, I was talking to my team, and we'd all like to be your guests and pay in ADA one of these days. And we're not the only ones. Charles tweeted last week about hosting an executive summit at your hotel. Hopefully that can all happen sooner rather than later.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, obviously I've met Charles, personally, and I know a bit about him. He's a very fun guy. He's a really good guy. So he does everything. He'll go out of his way to help, and he knows that Hotel Cardano also has a significance for him. It's important to us, and the two things sort of combine together, and almost like a big family. Big happy Cardano family.
Yeah,
so it's great.
Alfred, thank you so much for calling in. Let's keep in touch. When Cash Stake Pool hits 64 million, you can bet your Cardano update is going to want to cover that name change.
That'll be fantastic, because as a matter of fact, I would love to keep posting the updates, and also on YouTube, and maybe my visit to the council, and show you the administrative pathway of me changing the name and all the adventures I'm going to run into.
Yeah, I would love to go and cover them changing the sign. That would be a great episode. So definitely keep in touch.
Might be many things happening. So
yeah, thanks again for calling in, Alfred. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you very much for inviting me. It was a lot of fun, and see you again.